February 17th, 2022, Peacemaker wrapped up its first season with an episode directed and written by James Gunn, and it featured a surprise appearance by some members of the Justice League: Superman, Aquaman, The Flash, and Wonder Woman.
You're late, you fucking dickheads.
He was a part of this in-between universe of DC when there was nobody really, making sure everything was connected, and at a time when they were going to rewrite everything with The Flash. We were kind of able to do whatever we wanted, and we had that brash ending, which I loved, was one of my favorite things in the whole season.
I'm so sick of that rumor.
It's not a rumor.
You, Barry.
Well, then some stuff happened. In October 2022, James became the boss of himself.
Hey everybody, I'm James Gunn. I'm the co-CEO of DC Studios.
And while the completed projects of Aquaman 2 and The Flash were still released in theaters, James informed all four of the actors that played those roles, Henry Cavill, Jason Momoa, Ezra Miller, and Gal Gadot, that they were relieved of their superhero duties. Now, James has only recast one of those roles so far, and that would be Superman, which was played by David Cornsweet in the hit reboot that hit theaters last month.
Welcome, Peacemaker, or do you prefer Chris?
Either's fine.
Peacemaker returned for Season 2 on August 21st, 2025, 3.5 years after Season 1 wrapped up. Yeah, so viewers, we're definitely going to need a refresher.
Previously in the DCU.
And James seized the opportunity to reshoot history with a few shots.
Some things are canon in the DCU,
Right.
and some things from season 1 are not canon. The Justice League appear, and we cut them out of the show, at least for previously in the DCU, and we see the scene done again.
This time around, we see Mr. Terrific, Superman, presumably David's Superman, not Henry's Superman anymore, Green Lantern, Hawkgirl, and Batgirl, all of whom we were just introduced to last month in the Superman movie.
Which makes sense because we have the Justice Gang.
And we have the Justice Gang. There is no Justice League yet in this
Season
this
two.
world.
What a meathead.
Screw that guy. He tells people I'm a puke freak?
And so then that makes sense why Guy Gardner's character doesn't like
like him.
Peacemaker.
Gotcha.
And no, there's no post-production revamp happening to Season 1 to get rid of all those Justice League references.
Unfortunately, I would have to change too many little things throughout season 1, and it would cost too much money, and I'd rather just give that money to a few more CGI shots in Supergirl.
Sucks being the money guy now, eh, James? You gotta balance, artistic ambition with budgets.
One thing, but we're not going to go back and reshoot all of it for season 1. At least not at this point.
No.
At some point, I would love to Lucas the out of it, but right now, I don't have the money.
It's kind of funny that James did that, as he calls it, brash ending at the end of Season 1. Because what does he care if it connects to the other DC stuff? He's just doing Peacemaker. Well, then 8 months later, I now have to care about how this stuff connects. I got to revise my brash ending.
There's hardly anything that you need to change for him to slide very easily into the DCU.
I'm interested to see if they eventually replace the scene at the end of Episode 8 in Season 1 on HBO Max with this new version of the scene. They didn't, which I find surprising because, now that they've done it, why not replace it? So future viewers watching it for the first time see the new version. I'm sure they will, but they haven't done it yet. What do you think of Peacemaker revising their Justice League to a Justice Gang in Season 2?
You're late, you fucking dickheads.